Video editing, it's time consuming and it's expensive, right? Well, it is time consuming, but it doesn't have to be expensive. So in this video, I'm going to show you a service that I use myself called Vidpros that's helped me to generate great results, has measurably impacted my viewer retention on my YouTube videos, is super easy to use, and it doesn't break the bank. So what I want to cover is how I work with them, give you some examples of some of the material that they've edited together, and I'm also going to show you that impact on viewer retention. Now, Vidpros are really simple in how they work. You basically have your own dedicated video editor for 2 hours a day, every work day throughout the month. So this manifests in about 40 hours worth of video editing time a month. Now with this time, you can submit as many different video projects as you want to be edited. It can be YouTube videos, it can be YouTube shorts, it could be Square social media videos. And not only do they do all of the video editing, but they also create thumbnails for you too. Now I found this particularly exciting because I thought I was gonna have to find one company to do the video editing, one company to do the thumbnails, but now I've got one company who can do both.
Now that's cool.
Some of the other agencies were a little bit limited in terms of how many reviews and revisions you get, but with Vidpros, you can have as many revisions as you want. Now you might be thinking, how much does it cost? Now I will share with you the price that it is today as I record this at the beginning of January 2024, but companies change their pricing all the time, okay? But right now, as I record this, it's $1,000 a month for that pretty much 40 hours of editing time. And I think it is a screaming deal. And what's nice about this when it comes to the pricing model as well, is you pay month to month. You're not locked into a 6-month or a 12-month contract. If you decide that you stop using them, or you don't need them anymore, or you want to move to somebody else, then you can just wrap up within a month. So pretty cool, right? And as you've probably figured out so far, this video that you're watching right now was also edited by Vidpros. Okay, so you're probably thinking to yourself, how does this process work? Well, let me share my screen and I'll show you exactly how I go about getting a video edited. Alrighty, so what you can see here is the Vidpros dashboard. Now, this is where you primarily interact and engage with your video editor. So if you want to add a new video to be edited, you click on New Request up here, click on this, and then you'll see a form like this where you can go and fill in all the details about what you want to edit and how you want it to look. You can link out to the different assets and resources. You can select different types of music and captions, whatever else, okay? So I'm going to go to orders and I'm going to click on this one. This is a previous order and give you a sense of how I went about approaching this. So I wanted to do a video. It's already out on YouTube about Slack versus Discord for building communities. I created this on December the 20th, and this is the project title, Slack versus Discord. I selected here that they're feel free to make enhancements. They do have an option here where they can follow your instructions to the letter, but I basically never use that. And then what I did here is I mentioned the name of the video in the drive, and then I added some instructions for what I wanted to see here. So fast-paced, focused, visually interesting YouTube video, edit the different parts together, make sure the first minute is very visually dynamic and appealing, use a lot of visual examples. At the beginning of the video, I'll talk through 6 areas. I want to visually show these. These are some requirements that I'm adding in there. I've got a link out to the assets here, which I'm blurring out so you can't see my super secret link. You can also set a runtime if you want. As a general rule, I try to keep my videos under about 15 or 20 minutes, but I said this can be as long as they need. And they can also say, like, you choose the music, or you can ask for specific types of music to be added. You can also select captions, right? So for example, with some of my YouTube shorts, I will add the captions to the video, which is where they will generate the captions for you. Vidpros will and put it onto the video, or you can make the captions something you can download. This is helpful with social media, for example. But because this is a normal YouTube video, I decided to just do it as landscape with no captions. And then thumbnail instructions. And thumbnail instructions are basically where you say, when you create the thumbnail, what should go into that thumbnail? And I basically said, I want you to include a picture of me from the video in the thumbnail, because that will generally get better click-through rate, okay? So you can see here, this is the conversation. Well, the first edit started happening on the 20th, and I got my first actual edit to review on the 26th. And the way this works is you can click on this Google Drive, which will take you to the raw files. But what they use is this platform called Frame. And I love this because with Frame, what you can do is you can go in here, I can click this video, for example, and then, you know, as I'm kind of going through this, what I can do is if I want to leave a comment here, I can go and add this comment, please change this out. And then now my comment appears here. So my editor can go through and review these individual comments, and then when they're done, they can get rid of them, okay? Now, if you want to build an amazing community around your product or service, you want to build consistent growth and engagement, you should totally check out my community leadership core Accelerator. So we provide hands-on coaching, training, and accountability. It's all tailored directly to your company, and it helps you to deliver really clear, consistent results every single quarter with way less stress and anxiety. If you're interested in this, check out the link in the video description down there, where you can book a call with us and we'll listen to what you want to achieve, what some of the challenges you're having, and we'll provide you some really concrete next steps inside of that call. Okay, so what has been the impact on my viewers, right? One of the key metrics in evaluating success of videos is how long are people watching, right? And that's called viewer retention. How many people are watching in the first 30 seconds? How many people are watching in the first minute? And then on average, how many people watch the whole video? Now, I've only been working with Vidpros now for 2 or 3 months, so I'm still relatively early in the game, but I've already seen a significant improvement in viewer retention. Okay, so what you can see here is a graph that I put together based upon data inside of YouTube of what percentage of viewers are still watching at different parts of the video. So the blue line is the 30-second mark of a video, the orange line is the 60-second mark, and the green line is what percentage of viewers watch the entire video, okay? So if you look at these lines, you can see that they're climbing upwards. And I joined Vidpros back in, I think it was October, something like that. And you can see that consistently, as we've been continuing to dial in the edits, the viewer retention is growing and growing and growing. Now, is it where I want it to be? No, I want to get it better and better and better. But a big chunk of the reason why it isn't where it needs to be right now is not because of the editing, it's because I need to improve the quality of the content and how much value my videos are delivering to my viewers. So overall, I've been absolutely thrilled with Vidpros. I think they've got a great service. My editor's been a pleasure to work with. I've been thrilled with the results, not just in terms of the editing, but also the thumbnails. The customer success and support has been fantastic as well. I really haven't had any issues since I've been working with them. I think it's a great deal, and I'd encourage you to check them out for your own editing purposes. Now, if you are interested in exploring working with Vidpros, what I'd recommend you do is what I did, is click on the link down there in the video description. That'll take you to their website. I booked a call with them, learned a little bit more about the service. It was a really awesome discussion. It wasn't salesy, it wasn't pushy or anything like that. And they did everything they could to try and figure out a way of having me learn more about the service, sample it a little bit, and then make a good decision about whether I wanted to proceed. And again, it's a month-to-month contracts. If you do it for a month and you're not happy, then you just end the contract and it's not even a contract, you just don't renew with them. So I'd strongly recommend you go and check them out. Big fan. Alrighty, hopefully that was useful. If there's any questions about Vidpros or anything to do with my video editing process and how I go about doing this, be sure to get your questions down in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.